Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90 and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss any upload as it comes up. And if you're new to the channel or you've been here for a while, the easiest way for you to move around or to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest in that. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, make sure you consider becoming a member of the channel. So on the subscribe button, you see a join button there. Make sure you become a member so to support the team on the production. And catch you around.
Well, if you follow Zambian current affairs, then you must have come across the news of the current head of state, President Hakainde Hichilema. It's dominated the news headlines the past 48 hours, I must say. Pretty much the entire weekend was dominated by his news cycle. So what prompted that is the following. So as you can see from that headline, stop saying Hakainde Hichilema is sick, government. Those circulating malicious articles malicious articles will face the law. So that's a news headline that came as a result of the conversation that was dominating the nation past 48 hours. And that was reported in the news diggers. That statement came from the Home Affairs Minister, Jack Mwimbo, with regard to the president's health, people speculating and giving their points of view with regard to that. And then this is where the initial conversation came from. So the president was scheduled to attend the launch of this particular groundbreaking ceremony on Friday, 24th January. And the president did not attend that particular ceremony, that placard that you see on the screen. He was the one who was supposed to cut the ribbons and everything. So he delegated the responsibility of that. And that's what prompted the conversation. And the first person that he delegated to attend his responsibilities, that means that Chikopa should be a member of parliament for Chingola Central. And Emmanuel Mwamba was the first person to put up this question on the same day that these pictures were circulating. So Emmanuel Mwamba said, "Where is the president?" referring to President Hakainde Hichilema. So, and then he goes further to write an article with regard to what he feels. Says, on Friday, President Hakainde Hichilema yesterday chaired a meeting at State House where he received a detailed briefing on the initiatives being pursued to scale up irrigation schemes in the country. To enhance food security, Hakainde Hichilema's government designed a program to utilize the country's water bodies for irrigation to grow food throughout the year. President Hichilema was on Friday scheduled to lay a foundation stone for the construction of the integrated specified products beneficiation plant being set up by a Chinese firm, Chemical. But he delegated the Minister of Commerce and Industry, Honorable Chikopa Mulenga, to do it on his behalf. So Emmanuel Mwamba put up an article to say, why did the president delegate that responsibility? And obviously, the chief should be communications person from State House responded immediately. That is Grayson Masaka. So he responded to that particular article from Emmanuel Mwamba. So Grayson Masaka tagged Emmanuel Mwamba and said, responding to him, said, "Please do not bring trouble to yourself. I have been in touch with the president almost whole day today. The speculation you are posting on your Munyaure and other PF pages is very dangerous." So that was a response to Emmanuel Mwamba coming from State House by Grayson Masaka to say he had been in touch with the president, so there was no need for him to ask such a question, according to him. To which Emmanuel Mwamba responded, "My brother, behave," responding to Grayson Masaka. Pretty much they had a back and forth with regard to that. So this is what Grayson Masaka had said to Emmanuel Mwamba, and then Emmanuel Mwamba responded to that. He later on even put up an article that's Emmanuel Mwamba responding to Grayson Masaka. What is Grayson Masaka put up on his own page says, "Spreading falsehood, especially against a head of state, is not freedom of expression." So simply saying the human rights are being abused there. That's not freedom of expression in that sense. To which Emmanuel Mwamba responded. Masaka threatens Emmanuel Mwamba, and he puts up an article on their interaction, that back and forth that I had shown you earlier on. And yeah, that's still the same article. But later on, government warns against spreading of lies on Hichilema's health. This came later on, should have been on Saturday now, coming from Minister of Home Affairs, Jack Mwimbu. And this is what Jack Mwimbu had to say about it. It says, Home Affairs and Internal Security Minister Jack Mwimbu has warned the public against spreading falsehoods on the President Hichilema's health, stating that those behind the articles will face the full wrath of the law. So he went further to state anyone that is spreading their falsehoods about the head of state's health will face the law. That was a response coming from now Minister of Home Affairs, Jack Mwimbu. To which Zambian in diaspora, this is Samba Barbara, responded, and the PF reposted, saying, living in denial means refusing to acknowledge or accept the reality of an unpleasant situation, choosing to believe something that isn't true, even when evidence suggests otherwise. No need to prove as to who is really sick. You can't hide Amarwere for long. So that was the conversation. You could see why that particular conversation dominated the nation. Both Zambians in the local scene and also in diaspora were involved, having a conversation and back and forth with regard to that. And then Munia Zulu also chipped in. He says, to avoid speculation, this is the Lumezi member of parliament, to avoid speculation, I would ask the boss to speak to his citizens on his Facebook page. Threats won't help us. So simply advising to say it would be better for a head of state to do a live stream or something on his page there, which didn't happen over the weekend, obviously. But you could see how the conversation was back and forth and why that particular news headline was trending for a while. Emmanuel Mwamba doubled down. He went further to say, put up a video of Hakainde Hichilema in opposition. So he says, Hichilema said, if the president is not well, do not hide so that the nation can pray for him. Hichilema said, lessons from Manawasa indicates, tell us the truth. If the president is not well, State House must tell us the truth. And then he attaches the video of President Hakainde Hichilema now then in opposition, saying he needed the truth. Obviously, this was referring to Michael Sata's health at the time. And obviously, Thomas Siparo, Munari aspirant, also known as a difficult, the comedian, chipped in to say, yet Mwimbu is threatening Zambians who are questioning the health of our president. So you could see that back and forth regarding to that conversation. Everyone was involved. That's why I said the past 48 hours has been dominated by that news cycle of that. And State House Hichilema is well. That is the response from Grayson massacre. That was posted by Kalemba. So pretty much that dominated. And then Munyazul says, what goes around comes around, referring to the same video that Emmanuel Mwamba had put up to say, during opposition, Hakainde Hichilema could ask and question the health of other sitting heads of state. That is Edgar Lungu and obviously Michael Sata. So it's his 10, according to that particular headline there. And then Grayson Massacre chipped in, say President Hichilema was called all sorts of names while in opposition. He is currently the head of state. You want to continue with the same hatred? High corner man. So that is a response from the pretty much chief communications person from State House, Grayson Massacre, saying they will not allow that. High corner man. No, that's a statement that the president likes to use to say, nah, to refer to that will not fly. And obviously the memes have started going up around. That is the means of transport and also Secretary to the Cabinet Patrick Kangwa at the far right there, saying that the Udiaparia Areland that referring to say how people started reporting to President Hakainde Hichilema, because now the president was live just a couple of hours ago, because as I speak, the president is currently in Tanzania for some summit there. So once the people saw the president, memes started flying around to say now people are telling to the president, look at that person was telling on you and stuff like that. So this was a live stream that the president did 16 minutes ago, arriving at Julius Nyerere International Airport in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, for the Mission 30 Africa Energy Summit. So the president finally did a live stream and is currently in Tanzania, as opposed to what the opposition was demanding for him to do a live stream during the weekend when people were speculating about his health. So the president even addressed the same issue head on. These are some of the pictures when the president was flying out. And then the president says, I am not a ghost. I am here, said President Hakainde Hichilema as he left for Tanzania this morning. So the president knew what the conversation in the nation was. So he simply told the citizens to say, I'm not a ghost. I'm very much here. And he went to Tanzania. And yeah, so that's how that issue pretty much has been moved from public domain, because people have seen the president. He's also gone to that summit. And he addressed the issue himself. He's not a ghost, as you can see that news headline there. And those are pictures from the jet, the president after he boarded the jet, obviously on phone, reading what you guys have been posting. And people are commenting to say, my president, reading the nonsense that you guys have been posting on social media the past 48 hours there on phone as he flies to Tanzania earlier on. And then UPN, they say, he who alleges must prove. Obviously now saying, since the one who broke the news, now it's time for him to prove, since the president has shown up in public. And Emmanuel Mwamba put up a video, let us focus on national development. President Hakainde Hichilema says, like gossip and stuff. This is a press brief that he did as he boarded the jet heading to Tanzania. And then Emmanuel Mwamba attaches the pictures of the president on the jet and also the press briefing. But people are not having it in this comment section. We're like, now, prove, can you confirm your allegations now? People are asking him to say, I mean, you can't just flip now. It's time for you to prove what you had stated. But he has kept the articles that he put up. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows he's on solid ground or something. But you can see those comments coming from people asking to say, you gave people pressure, much respect. So there are two sides of the coin in response to that. Some people are saying it's because he gave them pressure, that's why they are forced to do live. But the president always does live streams when he's going anywhere. So I don't see that being pressure coming from Emmanuel Mwamba. But everyone's got their point of view there. And then Mass Newspaper, these idiots shouldn't cry human rights when they are nabbed. Hamasaka. So you could see Hamasaka did not take those comments lightly. That's according to the Mass Newspaper there. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. The president is in Tanzania. The speculations, do not speculate without any information.